Katie and I will be doing my persuasive speech. So I want you all to think about the time where we all make plans for New Year's Eve to become physically active and eat healthier, or maybe it's a month before summer and we decided we're going to start working out hardcore just so that we can look better. So according to the President's Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition, last updated June 24th, 2014, 1 in 3 adults does not receive the recommended amount of physical activity each week. So a lot of people are putting off being physically active either because they don't have time or they have other things going on. Becoming physically active is something you can do. A couple of things we're going to be talking about today in our speech is how to financially work out being physically active, how to make time for it, and other benefits you can get. Being physically active and working stuff out like that in our schedule has been something we've all struggled with, and we've all said, well, I'm going to start next week, or I'm going to start tomorrow, but we always put it off and we never follow through, and then we kind of feel cruddy about ourselves afterwards. So I want you all to be motivated for yourselves and believe that you can become physically active. The first thing we're going to talk about is, or the first issue that comes up is that being physically active is too much of a financial burden. So according to Time, eating healthy is cheaper than you think, updated December 5th, 2013. The Harvard School of Public Health did a study on comparing prices of what are considered not healthy foods and healthy foods, and it averaged out only being $1.50 more for more nutritious foods. So if you think that eating unhealthy or eating healthier is too expensive, according to that study, it can average out pretty close. So there are healthier options out there if you can learn to plan and look at your finances. Another thing is you don't have to get a gym membership. You don't have to pay to go work out or hire a trainer. There's tons of things you can do just around your own home. You can modify equipment. You can go out for a run. You can go out for walks with people around you, friends and kids and things like that, just as much, and you can get just as good of a workout in being physically active. So the next issue that comes up is I don't have enough time. I can't dedicate an hour or two every day to being physically active because I have a life, is what most people say. So according to Prime Fitness for Women, last updated February 21st, 2011 in Time magazine, that shorter, more intense duration workouts are, you're likely to make more gains rather than a long 150-minute workout. So what is that telling us? That's telling us that short, quick spurts of exercise are better for us than to go out and dedicate 2 hours of time anyway, and no one really has that. So modify things again throughout your schedule. If you're at work and you work somewhere where there's 2 or 3 floors and there's elevators, take the stairs. That'll be, if you can do that 2 or 3 times a day, that's giving you quick, short spurts of activity. Same thing with your kids. If your kids have practices or if they want to go play outside, set aside 20 minutes to go outside with them and go and get yourself involved in some of that activity. And that can take away from actually having to plan out time in your day to dedicate just to physical activity. So the last thing is, other than just making myself work out or be more physically active, what other benefits can I get for myself? According to the Huffington Post, last updated March 27th, 2013, physical activity actually boosts good feeling endorphins. So basically boosts your self-confidence. And not only other than that, is that it makes you feel better about yourself. One of the physical therapists I interviewed, her name is Monica Christensen, and I interviewed her on June 23rd, 2014. She said that just being physically active, she's found that she's more on a routine, and it's helped her with her schedule. She's ready to take on her day, and it just makes her feel better about herself. So in conclusion, when it comes down to being physically active, you have to want this for yourself. You have to want to make that decision that I'm going to dedicate time and I'm going to be motivated to do this. And becoming physically active is something you can do. The things we have talked about today is how to financially make it, how to make time for it, and some other benefits you can have. Overall, everyone can make this a goal and make it a priority and get through being physically active. You have to want it for yourself, and yes, new habits are hard to make and bad habits are hard to break, but you will in turn find that it will be better for you in the long run. So I hope you guys all make a decision to start initiating some more physical activity in your daily schedule.